Hey there.
How are the escapees? Eli sent terriers after them?
No. Iron Hand must have persuaded them not to. Won't keep them out forever. But it's bought us enough time for our people to say their goodbyes before we move them out.
He said he was going to find other barons to buy their contracts. He really have that much pull?
Iron Hand's been playing nice with barons for years. He won't spin it as helping a rat out of the kindness of their hearts, but he won't risk reaching out to anyone who won't follow through.
Here. Got it from a ghost on the abandoned Aether rig.
This ghost better not be haunting this thing. Drive safe.
How can I help?
You've been in the lowers a while now. Can't imagine it stacks up to what you're used to.
Well, it's different. I've experienced culture shock before, when I went from the uppers to live in the heights, but it wasn't quite like this.
Like what, exactly?
Everything's darker. There's so much smoke, and all the islands are just smushed together. You can barely even see the sun. Even the food tastes different. Maybe it's the brand, or the ingredients? I asked Pier 6 if they could bring some uppers candy in, but the import fees are unbelievable. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help.
If it isn't my favorite delivery driver.
Careful with that, or I'll start telling people you're just a booze hound.
I heard the whole deal went off without a hitch.
Nothing some quick thinking couldn't solve. I don't think it was Whitecaps who were on your tail after all. I had some shady characters following me. Most likely knew where I was coming from.
Damn dirty buzzards. What happened?
Left them in the Aether mist. Can't say as where they ended up, but I made it clear your shipments are no easy mark going forward.
Ah, I could kiss ya.
Don't. I wait for a moment to see if his joy warrants a bonus. It doesn't seem forthcoming, so I'll let it drop. Anything else you need delivered?
Not today. I'll let you know if that changes. Next time I see ya.
A shopkeep with glassy, placid orbs dodges the question and mutters how he must be around here somewhere. Lithe footsteps cross my shadow, and I turn to startle a gangly delivery boy stuttering out apologies. He walks away, only nervous taps across the iron floor. Portnoy tailoring. It was a warning to me and an invitation to anyone else. I brace for a slammed door when I knock, but the darkened windows spare me. I lock sight with blue eyes, each crease and wrinkle exactly as I'd memorized. I jump after him, but he always was a quick bastard. I lose him in the hung sheets like a snake in the grass. The wind hits me with something nostalgic. The smell of a shared cigarette on a street corner. The taste of citrus soap along his neck, curtained by a sheet of laundry.
Damn.
I didn't think I still missed that crooked face. Needles is a sight better without the bandages, but instead of a grin, there's a scar that twists like ivy as he glares me down.
Gruss, what's this, business? Or you here playing peacekeeper?
Yeah, it's business. But she's the one you gotta talk to. I'm here to make sure you don't shoot each other first.
No, not here. Gunfire offends the neighborhood. But I'm not 8-shot.
I grit my teeth. Needles never needed his 38 to make a shot. Didn't come looking for a fight, Needles. Faster we talk, faster you get back to hawking counterfeit bags. Needles' mouth twists, but he doesn't draw.
Who's this?
Hello, I'm Dr. Eleanor Reinhardt. Pleasure to meet you. Gia said you were a past colleague of hers.
Colleague? That what she tell you? A-Shot also tell you?
Hey, Needles, you're talking to me. Nellie, give us a minute. Won't take long. We're given space. I almost regret it. Steps apart, but it feels like there's a hole in the world between Needles and me.
What the hell do you want, A-Shot? Didn't do enough damage last time? Come back for more?
Nice to see you too, Needles. Though this stench is making me question coming down here. I don't know how you stand it.
It's good for my complexion.
A hollow howl whips through the laundry tower behind us, filling the emptiness Needles and I share. I'm going to have to just rip off the bandage and ask him. Piotr, I'm here to cash in that favor you owe me. I need a job.
No. I see how it is. Rosie and Gil are gone, so I'm your only contact. Usually I'd love to clear a tab, except you nearly got me killed last time. Favor's canceled.
You want a name that doesn't care about life debts instead?
You should have stayed away. I don't need more ghosts haunting me.
His eyes pinch, seconds away from slamming the door and walking out of my life a second time, until something catches him. Half a minute passes before he exhales.
Good shot, though. Okay, I have something. But after this, we're through. There's this big White Street reception for the Barony bigwigs. We play dress up, sneak in, grab some documents, get out. No one puts on a second face like you.
This like the Peacock show? Ugh, that dress pinched. I barely fit into it.
Pinched? It fit perfect. Until someone decided to stash some pricey bottles under it.
Who downed half the bottle on the way home?
Hey, I deserved it. Those clowns had knives, ripped my new suit, had to throw it out. Anyway, this time we'll be dressed as White Street officers. No pinching.
You don't think your mug's trusty enough to pull it off alone?
Don't kid. You know you always look sharper in uniform. I need someone to watch my back. Whitecaps are hawks.
Again, we're interrupted by the low howl of the laundry and the snapping of clothes held captive by the breeze. Too many lonely nights imagining this conversation run through my head. None are helpful. We haven't talked since that day with Zio. I still think about it.
Funny. I try not to.
And then there was nothing more to say. I don't like it. I've worked with smugglers I like a lot less, but none of them scrape open memories like Piotr. But he's right. I need the work, and he's the only contact on White Street I have left. I'm in, but I need details. Where are we going? What are we grabbing? How much trouble are you getting me into, Needles?
The newly refurbished Santa Anita Lodge. Battle maps. And boatloads. The gala's the top brass affair. This means we gotta blend in. Don't wanna draw fire.
All right. Sounds doable. But if you're getting me into that much trouble, I want payment up front.
Okay, but only half. For the inconvenience fee. Gonna need supplies, another uniform, another invite.
Last I checked, you were the one doing me a favor. 75%.
The job's the favor. You're lucky you're getting that much. I could be talking to the bootleggers instead.
No, you wouldn't. You're too picky to work with small-time stiffs. And you're not stupid enough to run a high-risk job with someone you don't trust.
Funny enough, you're a stiff that I'm not too sure I trust.
Uh-huh. You said it yourself. No one can put on a better second face. You aren't going to find anyone who can do that and put up with your crap. For a second, we're as still as a frozen body of water, until something suddenly flits to the surface. Needles grins.
Deal. 75. What?
Not a lot of smugglers risk White Street. Fabrics aside, didn't strike me as your kind of haunt.
It's not. But a lot of smugglers have other options. After what you pulled, I didn't. Had to find less picky clients.
So Eli hasn't given you any trouble down here?
I'll run if I see smoke. Besides, place has its perks. Smoke shop's got my favorite brand, and the deli down the street's got the second best bagels in the city.
My eyes traced the scarred line across his face. I hadn't wanted to look at it when it was fresh. Part of me still didn't want to. Any retaliation from Valentine's goons?
No one who could finish carving my eye out. You?
Yeah. I don't know him the endless number of would-be Avengers I've had to point a barrel at. You still doing work for Cress?
What's it to you? We don't share custody.
It's just a question, Needles. She's my friend, too.
Yeah, you are. And yeah, I do. She referred me to some Aetherians. They don't pay a lot, but they're always on time.
That's it?
That's it. What? You digging for something else?
Eli's ramping up the war effort. You're young, healthy, and mean enough to pass as one of his goons. Why hasn't anyone tried throwing you in the trenches yet?
Paperwork. The forms say the owner of Portnoy Tailoring's a 62-year-old widower.
Uh-huh. And when they stop by in person, you'll do what? Throw on a wig and makeup?
I try to be out. Otherwise, I play visiting grandson helping Portarushka. 50th. Don't be late.
Stick close. I'll meet you after we're done.
Yeah. Don't keep me waiting all night.
Needles is already there, leaning against a light post, stubbing out second thoughts and his last smoke. He's taken aback.
What the hell is that?
It's a car. What do you think it is?
No. What the hell is that? Where the hell is the Chimera?
She's gone.
Don't kid.
He waits for a punchline. I let the joke go stale.
Sorry. Condolences. To Chimera. Beautiful machine. Wherever she is.
Forget the car. You got my uniform.
Here. Invite's in the pocket. Get changed? We'll see how you look.
Those eyes of yours don't seem to hate me as much as you're saying. Caught in a trap in the long grass, Piotr's eyes recoil and hide in the non-existent ceiling, roaming from cloud to cloud till I finish. My identity fades into a neatly pressed uniform. There's not a whiff of bleach or a stitch out of place, but Piotr clicks his tongue like it's painted in stains.
Shoulder's too loose.
He slowly runs his hand along my arm up to my neck, checking for faults with gentle fingers. Needles, the fit's fine. No one's noticing unless you draw attention to it.
You forget where we're going? Top brass affair. Anyone who'd notice will be there. They see you in sloppy attire, they'll have you cleaning guns all night instead of grabbing maps.
Then we'll fix it later. Right now, we gotta make the entry time. There's not a lot of green in the lowers, but Santa Anita is one of the exceptions. After stashing my car in the overgrowth, Needles and I go through final checks, like remembering the steps to an old dance.
Hold still. I'm straight. Stop fidgeting, Lieutenant Florence. This damn shoulder stitch.
Then, Sergeant Ivan Ivanovich, better make it a rush job. We're running late. How'd you get hold of an officer uniform anyway? Doesn't feel like one of yours.
Aw, still know my work. And didn't have enough time to make two. Had to trade the laundromat owner. Cost me a very nice suit with silk. Отлично. Beautiful.
He smooths the wrinkles off my shoulders and steps back to appreciate his work. A uniform as fitted as his, but a rank higher in stripes.
There. Now, play one of Eli's elite officers.
Are you giving an order to your commanding officer, Sergeant?
No, sir. Excellent bark, sir. Remember, act like a bloodthirsty sadist who wrecks everything around you. Basically, just be 8-shot.
My jaw pops. I should have shaken it off, but routine had lowered my guard enough to make the sucker punch dash red spots across my vision. Enough. Look, I never asked to be called 8-Shot. A whole lot happened that day that I didn't want to happen. You can't keep blaming me.
I can blame who I want. 8-Shot's your rep, not mine.
You damn well know that's not who I am. I might not have had Zio's rep, but clients trusted me. Remember the torch singer from the Ruby Hair?
Yeah, I remember. Lost half our pay bribing away those fixers.
We kept him safe. That's what mattered. That's who we are.
I get it. I'll try to lay off. At least until we're done.
We're in for a long night, Needles. Don't make me shoot you before we get those maps.
Anyway, the job. Play soldier till you find the maps. You signal me, I kill the lights, you grab the maps, we make for the window. Then we're free as a breeze, nice and easy, like old times. The only thing missing is...
Zio. We share a pained look, and I'm flung into a memory. The last good memory I had of the three of us.
This job's a career maker, Principessa. John Valentine's big. Bigger than anything you've done before. You pull this off, Giovanna Randazzo can stand on her own.
Mr. Blanc had him on something else in High Cloud that day. But Zio trusted me to handle the job with a whale. A client who might have made us kings. I still think about what he said. You're nothing without your reputation.
He said that, but we both know Alfonso leaned on his charm. Peddled more of his crap being glib than his rep ever did.
I distinctly remember you saying our first gig was a one-off, and somehow your mug kept turning up.
He had a good sales pitch. Come on, Needles. Our next job is the Crystal House. Be our third. Dress up, have fun. We'll be able to afford top-shelf drinks by the time we're done. You Randazzos were good to work with, even if you always played hero.
You remember a lot for someone who said he wanted to forget.
It was from before we got matching scars, Malaya.
It's a bittersweet reminder. A temptation to linger or lean closer. But I'm pulled into another memory. I'm standing with 2 glasses of booze at Zio's headstone. Piotr was off getting loaded at every dive he could find. Why'd you skip the funeral, Piotr? His eyes shut. Whatever closeness Zio's memory gave us vanishes.
You want to spend the night chit-chatting? No? Then let's go. Uniform's good.
Fine. We've got a party to hit. Everything runs quiet here. Despite its past, this is orderly ground. Doubt Eli would settle for anything less than perfection. Santa Anita Lodge was once a bit of Eden in the lowers. All the reconstructed walls and all the replanted trees will never be enough to hide what happened. White Street salvaged train cars when they went the way of the horse carriage. Ripped out the insides for parts and repackaged the bodies into buildings. Eli's lost his touch. 10 years ago, he never would have allowed so many islands so close. Compared to the steady murmur of voices and revelry up the hill, the train cars building might as well be a wallflower. Quiet, unassuming, and far away enough that no one would notice if I took a quick peek inside. Compared to the steady murmur of voices, I get out my lockpicks and the bolt slides out of my way without a fuss. Inside, I find someone's hideaway, a can of rations and a magazine hidden under a freshly stamped stack of papers. I take something for the road. We step into a vision of order, unity, and victory. Streaming banners, pristine uniforms, success stories painted on the walls. White Street's officers are lush on the atmosphere as much as the drinks.
Attention! The General!
Dozens of boots all stomp into form. Perfect, immediate obedience for the man at the top of the stairs. The Baron of White Street, General Eli Tillinghast.
My friends, tonight is for you. Tonight we celebrate our victories. As we speak, our forces liberate the islands of Fresh Pond Park, returning them to their true home in White Street. This city is a cesspool. For too long, its people have drowned in complacency, greed, and filth. Through our efforts, we will save them. We will give clean water, purpose, order, and above all else, a future. Look around you. The Lodge was once the place of our greatest betrayal, a bombed-out monument of futile calls for peace. Now, it is a symbol of rebirth. Thanks to our new Aether. Thanks to you.
He strides down the stairs, each step a victory, each step assured and heavy. He scans the room with a smug smile and enters into the crowd.
Each of you have sacrificed much, have fought hard and longed for a brighter future. Sir, what future do you see? A future where we finally bring peace to the lowers. Excellent. Peace is within our grasp, and then all this useless bloodshed can end. And you, Lieutenant, what is the future you see?
The general lays a gloved hand on my shoulder, firm and blistering. His eyes focus on me alone like a dozen spotlights. I sweat under the heat of his glare. Sir, White Street will be an inspiration to the lowers. No more will we suffer rot and complacency. No more will we struggle to breathe. We'll lead the city to a promising new future.
Well spoken, Lieutenant. They call us monsters, tyrants, warmongers. They're wrong. We fight only to defend this city against the muck. We will preserve civilization while restoring it to its past glory. However, tonight, you will drink, rest, converse amongst your comrades. Look forward to a future where these nights are common. At ease.
God sent an angel of death the day of the bombing, and White Street kept her as a reminder, a memorial to those lost that day.
We lost good men that day. Every one of them, among our best.
I don't hear the older officer's approach until he's at my shoulder. His voice is a light touch against the pomp of the lodge trumpets.
My best friend, Rogerson, was among them. He fought to be in the room that day. Was convinced only he could negotiate true peace. He still serves, but as an ugly reminder of that day. What do you think of it, Lieutenant?
Eye-opening, sir. Seeing the damage tells me more than a speech ever did.
An insightful observation. I was in the lodge before the bombing. We shared a bottle of whiskey on the stairs and a toast to an end of conflict. It is difficult to imagine the same toast today. Thank you for listening to an old soldier reminisce. Go enjoy yourself. The General's orders.
I should have been assigned the Dreamland mission. I've been dreaming of making Swiss Adam Arm's little dough since the day I joined.
You will not speak. You will not think. And next time you will bite your tongue before you spread fanciful stories about an escape from the tomb. Am I clear, soldier?
Gregson? You missed him. He snuck out after the General's speech to play hooky with his girl. He's been too busy to see her since they put him in charge of overseeing train supply lines.
A group of red-faced officers emerge from the door to cool off with champagne and socialization. The door swings shut without a click.
Did you hear about what happened to Sergeant Major Lutzko? Someone ought to put a muzzle on those intelligence mutts.
One of the tables is a picked-over patch of empty glasses and half-finished trays, but not everything's been touched. A lone bottle of champagne sits on the corner of the table. One of the tables is a find an opening in the form of a drunken lieutenant being gently guided outside. While his stumbling steps block the table, I sweep past, snatching the bottle as smoothly as a hawk. I can taste dollar signs just by looking at the bubbly flutes. From the faded bottle labels, White Street's been waiting to put these out for a long time. Our way out. Hate leaving someone else in charge of the exit plan, especially if it's Needles.
Nice speech. Still see the sparkles in your eyes.
Almost sound jealous, Ivanovich.
God, no, it's revolting. You fit right in.
Through a crack in the door, I spy freshly drawn battle maps stuck to the table by a fistful of pins. All that's left to do is call Needles. I meet Needles' eye from across the room filled with uniforms and firearms. He gives me the signal while he fades from the crowd to do his part. My muscles tense as I angle for the door. The lodge goes dark. The officers fight to control the ensuing chaos. Meanwhile, I rush the map room, swipe the maps, and return to the halls faster than a blink. Needles is just as quick, already at the window. Needles, where's that damn rope? Something glints. The barrel of a gun drives into my gut. His breath's hot, daring me to move.
The maps ain't shot.
Bastardo! Why?
Why? For your screw-up. For the torture. For getting Alfonso killed. Pick one.
I saved you! He doesn't move. Blood pounds my ears. I remember why I didn't want to go to Needles while I shoved the maps into him. I hate that I trusted this man. But more than that, I hate how I had no choice. Don't do this. It's not too late, Pyotr. I feel the tremor of his arm and imagine his face in the dark, grappling with if I was right. Before an answer, an apology, or even a goodbye, he's gone. I bury the hurt of betrayal under 6 feet of urgency as the lights switch on and I head for the exit. The only thing blocking my way is a junior officer.
Halt! Everybody stays inside until the lodge has been properly swept.
Step aside. I need to check the status of the Dreamland operation. We need to know if they're behind the blackout.
Understood. Good luck out there. Shoot an extra dough or two for the rest of us.
It's a smooth exit. My heartbeat slows to a comfortable tempo as I hear nothing but fading murmurs. I'm clear. I get a whiff of sweet relief, but my breath catches at a pack of White Street officers. They don't see me. Their fangs are already bared at the man cornered between them.
Let's try this again. Where were you running off to?
Out for a smoke. Need the details of my piss, too? The itch I got from the bushes?
Check him.
The teeth come down. Needles flinches. He's fighting to keep that cocksure glare, but I see the whites of his eyes. He knows he's one bad move away from a dead man. It's the second time I've seen Needles make that face. The second time I've had to decide whether to risk myself by grabbing his hand. If I don't run now, I lose my exit. If I do, I leave Needles for dead. Just like back then, I only get to pick one. Damn it. I couldn't leave Needles then. I can't now. You! What are you doing with that man?
Sir, we found him sneaking about while on patrol.
Let him go. He's one of our test infiltrators. We're conducting a security drill on response times. We're checking how long it takes soldiers to suspect that think face. The officer's hand only tightens on his side piece. This guy isn't a greenhorn. He's not letting a suspect go without good cause. Ivanovich, you're late for Operation Fox. Clean yourself up before I report you for your disgraceful attire. An urgent message to play along strains through my soldierly disguise. Needles receives it. Shaking off the officers like he hadn't been seconds from a bullet, he marches up and checks my pristine lapels.
Ow. Whose fault is that? Where the hell were you, Florence? You should have stopped them before they split my lip.
Your performance was sloppy. If you'd been more subtle, you wouldn't have been stopped.
Sloppy? My performance was fine until...
Enough! Apologies, sir. We'll leave you to clean yourselves up.
The air's an Aether canister waiting to blow. Each silent step away from the lodge nudges the pressure higher and higher, until something bursts.
What the hell were you thinking? You did this last time! You played hero and everything went to hell! Why'd you have to come back?
That what this is about? You trying to make me feel bad I saved you? I don't pick cargo over my crew, remember?
Gia...
Save it. You owe me double. You're going to pay up, and then you're going to get the hell out of my sight. Needle's response hangs from his mouth. Insult, retort, plea, apology. I don't find out what. He shuts his mouth and locks it away behind a tight nod. In this line of work, sometimes the best outcome you get is the one where everyone walks away. First chance I get, I'm dropping you off. You can find your own way back. Just don't get killed.
Gia!
Damn it! They must have found out about the maps.
Damn-o. Memory lane wasn't bad enough. I needed to get shot at with you again.
Then you shouldn't have torpedoed the escape plan. Need to find another route.
What the hell did you two do? The whole island's lit up.
Later.
You're cruising for a bruising!
There's our exit.
Stop! Stop! Here's good. I got a hidey hole. You should dust.
He's gone the moment I take my eyes off him, but Pyotr's voice trails back like cigarette smoke.
Don't get yourself killed, Milaya.
Cress pulls up shortly after. One appraising look later, she settles into the cooling seat.
So, rough night.
Yeah,
How you holding up?
we made it out alive, and I got paid. That's better than our last job.
Look what the cat dragged in.
About the gala,
I shouldn't have told you to meet him. If I'd known Needles was gonna pull a stunt like that, I would have knocked him over the railing.
it's not your fault. I needed the money, and he was the best option I had. You couldn't have known what he'd do. Did Needles ever tell you why he blamed me? With what happened with Valentine?
No, but we talked over drinks. It wasn't hard to read between the lines and see he hated someone else more than he hated you. See you soon.
Yes? Come back.
Tayana, my black market fence, is as sharp as they come. From the cut of her cashmere jacket to the razor line of her jaw, she can draw blood with a glance. Even the scent of her hand-rolled cigarette, redolent with caravan spices, slices through the air with a dangerous edge. When I walk in, she pulls the nib of her fountain pen away from an account ledger like an assassin retrieving a dagger, and honors me with an inscrutable smile. Tayana.
Giovanna, how's business?
Can't complain. That's a lie, I could. But I won't.
This is why I like you Italians. Always with your heart on your sleeve. You know, a short swim across the Adriatic and we might have been sisters.
I like to think of us that way. Which is why you're going to help me patch up my new car with some better defenses.
Am I now?
Well, I know you're dying to tell me what happened to that artist of yours. Might even stick around to do your braids, if you're nice.
Oh, how tempting. But I think I'd rather if you owed me a favor.
Uh-huh. What kind?
The kind you're good at.
Her long fingers reach into a hidden pocket and retrieve a photograph with a slip of paper, which she slides across the table to me. Her perfume follows.
This is Saoirse Byrne. But don't call her that unless you want to lose an ear. To the lowers, she's Bangor. Nasty little thing from Northern Ireland. Leads a street gang called the Madrigals.
A real charmer.
You're to intercept a cargo train carrying crates of weapons through White Street. You will bring those weapons to Bangor, collect the money I'm owed, and I will be happy to source you some steel.
This Bangor dame sounds like a real piece of work. Anything in particular I should know? Anything in particular I should know?
They say she survived the wasting as a child by catching and eating animals. Rats, birds, a dog if she got lucky.
So she's tough.
She is dangerous, and she is always hungry.
I look like an arms dealer to you. What kind of weapons are they anyway?
You look, Giovanna, like someone I am paying to get this done. Don't worry about the weapons. Nothing you haven't seen before.
How exactly am I supposed to catch this train and grab its cargo?
You do not tell me how to conduct my business, and I do not tell you how to conduct yours. This is equitable, no? You figure it out. All I know is the rail runs along the left side of the road the whole route. Do with that what you will.
Nothing makes a job more dangerous than going in blind. It can't be as cut and dry as she says. What aren't you telling me?
Giovanna, the great castle libraries of Illyria could be filled with the things I don't tell you. Trust me. You want it that way.
Yeah, all right.
Excellent. Be sure to bring along that little scientist friend of yours.
What? Why? Last thing I need is the kid slowing me down.
Indulge me.
And if I say no?
Come. I need this done correctly. And you, Giovanna, need the money. Bring the girl.
I like this about as much as a kick in the teeth. But in Pier 6, Tiana calls the shots. She meets my grimace with an infuriating smile. Fine. If it means that much to you. But my armor better be ready when I get back. Her eyes are lidded with shadow as she waves goodbye. I can't tell if it's meant to be mocking or affectionate. Probably both. There's the train, just ahead.
All right, what's the plan?
We get alongside, we steal the weapons, we get out.
Okay, I'm ready. I think. Are you ready?
Born that way, kid. The train leaps down the track like a greyhound foaming after a jackrabbit. Its rattling cars sway like bulky charms on a long, ugly bracelet. Far below us, I spy the spark and glow of White Street's ashen wasteland. I come to a grim realization. We're above the burn pits. This isn't good. Honeybee won't last long in this heat.
The what pits?
Past the pits, the tracks go into the Undercity. We have to stop the train before then.
Sorry, what do you mean, stop it?
We have to derail this train, kid. Ideally before this car melts. The city's a blur, but the cargo door beside us is tantalizingly close. Almost like I could reach out and touch it. Get ready to take the wheel. Keep her steady. Steady.
Wait, what are you doing?
Trust me. I don't think. I tense my body, throw open my door, and leap. The wind tears at my coat as I land inside the car. It's stuffed to the ceiling with pine box crates. A dusky red light is seeping out from the cracks between the planks. A peculiar glowing red Aether cell knocks around my boots. I pick it up and pocket it. Maybe I'm imagining it, but I can feel it humming from inside my jacket. I turn back to see Nellie's bright face as she flings open my car's passenger door and beckons me back inside. I crouch, gauge the timing, and fly. The roar of the train and the rush of air quiets as I slam the door shut, safe and sound. My heartbeat's still pumping hot and loud in my ears. Nellie leaps aside and I take the wheel again.
That was incredible!
Just another day, kid.
No, I mean driving. I've never done that before. It was so exhilarating.
I'm busy trying to puzzle out how exactly Tayana meant for me to derail a moving train when I see lights in my mirrors. Whitecaps. Terrific.
Call for backup! They're trying to stop the train!
Gia, look!
I see him. We don't have time for this. Maybe we can end this scrap before it starts. Hey, Spitshine. Road's looking rough ahead. Dust while you still can.
I was hoping someone would show up and make my day!
Not just anyone, pal. You're dancing with 8-Shot Randazzo.
I got your 8 shots right here, lady!
feel like old Ahab, watching with crazed excitement as my quarry screeches its death knell and plunges into the depths. Time for an unscheduled stop.
Wowzers.
The train cut an ugly gouge through the ash heaps as she reached her final stop. Now she's just another pile of scrap in the pits, half buried and groaning like a beached whale. As we approach, I try in vain to block out the sulfurous choke of our surroundings and the memories that come with them. I feel bile rising in my throat. I steel myself against the wave of sudden grief threatening to knock me flat. We survived. That's all that matters. We're here, and the wasting is over now. All that's left is ash and memory. Keep it together, Randazzo. You got a job to do, remember?
What is this place, Gia?
Anything that can't be saved ends up here. You'll want to watch your step.
Are those? Oh god!
At the sight of charred bones among the refuse, she claps a hand to her mouth and wrenches her eyes shut, as if willing reality itself to change. I give her time to compose herself.
Let's get out of here as soon as possible.
Couldn't agree more. The mugs who work the pits use the skeletons of old shipping containers like these as makeshift sorting stations. One container's door hangs open, its hazard markings barely visible under years of soot. The ground surrounding it looks loose and unstable. I feel the ash and debris under my feet shift, like I'm standing on sand. Before it slides me into one of the smoking pits nearby, I reach into the container and my hand closes around something. There we go. Industrial smelting vats for metal and scrap. But when the wasting ripped through the lowers, White Street couldn't get rid of all the bodies fast enough. I fight the urge to shield my mouth against the falling ash. First time I've ever taken down a train. Not that tough, all things considered. But I can't waste time feeling proud of myself. This wasn't exactly quiet. Whitecaps will show up to investigate any second. The car is torn open, like an overripe fruit spilling its seeds across the ash. I ought to crack one of those larger crates open. Bingo. The glint of iron and the hot red glow of Aether gone sour. To my eyes, the ordnance looks a lot like that cockamamie Aether cannon General Eli had strapped to his truck. Only these are handheld, ready for his goose-stepping goons and their itchy trigger fingers. I spy something else buried in the straw. It's a casino chip with the name Dreamland stamped in gold. Well, well.
What is it?
The whitecap who loaded up this crate is surely gonna miss this. Seems a few of Eli's heavies spent their furlough off in Mar Magdalen's paradise of vice. Wonder if the good general knows where his boys have been sneaking off to. the guns pulse with a steady red glow. Zio always said, never touch something until you know what it does. Old man was always scared of new technology. But maybe he had the right idea. I decide to leave the souped-up guns where they are and get on with it.
Oh no. This is horrible.
I watch, befuddled, as the kid leans into a crate, ignoring the soot smearing the front of her dress, and starts tinkering with the guns. I hear a pop as she tugs at something. The angry red glow softens like a sunset.
There. The output will be trivial now.
I squint into the gloom and try to catch a closer look at the kid's hands as she works. What the hell is she up to? It doesn't take an Aethonics engineer to see she's sabotaging the guns. The whine of escaping Aether and the hot light dimming into darkness is like a candle being snuffed out. Well, Professor, I can't wait to hear your explanation for this. She continues her sabotage, the lights of the crate dimming. Then she rounds on me, her sunshine eyes burning with sudden fire. I lean back against the train carcass, letting the girl wonder do her thing. When she turns back, I watch raging fire turn to doused ash.
This is Aether. This is my field. I know the specifications. I know the output. They won't hurt anyone now, but I can still convince the buyer to take these. I know I can. Please, Gia. You saw what happened at the parade. Let me do the talking. Trust me.
She's tense, her teeth gritted. Doing this means something to her, something real. I feel a hot pressure behind my eyes. I squint it away and exhale, ash swirling around me like snow. Yeah, kid. All right. She can't suppress a squeak of delight as we load the crates together. She does a terrible job reining in the smile tugging at her cheeks. As we take off, I make a silent prayer to whoever might be listening. Please don't make me regret this. We approach a checkpoint manned by an overstaffed contingent of Eli's troops. They look fat and happy, just the way I like them. This should be a breeze. I hope.
You look like a fine, upstanding citizen. Move along and have a fine day, you hear?
The old railway warehouse is deep in magical territory. It stinks of stale booze and dangerous boredom. Violence is crouched and ready to leap out from every crevice in this den of riveted steel and stacked crates. Last chance. You're sure you want to do the talking?
I'm good at talking. Don't be so tense, you worrywart. I have a foolproof plan. Just promise me you'll let me handle it.
I look over at our buyer, scarred by daggers and disease, and her goons flanked around her like prize steers. Then I glance back and marvel at the kid's placid smile. All right, kid. I promise she can't possibly know how much danger we're in. Maybe it's better that way. Imported Irish whiskey. No surprise the Madrigals prefer the nectar of their fair Emerald Isle to the swill poured here. Hard to tell if that copper tang in my nostrils is rusted iron or dried blood, until I spot the brown splotches on the floor. I watch Nellie's eyes dart from stain to stain, absorbing the remains of the last deal the Madrigals conducted here. A rat-chewed couch marks this as a comfortable place to relax. And if you believe that, I've got a bridge you might like to buy. Those are Dreamland colors. So Banger and her boys are working for the infamous Mar Magdalene. Banger's cocky to be flying this flag openly on the General's Island. Bullet holes. Erratic pattern, no consistency. Suggests maybe a rat problem. Or chronic psychosis and an imaginary rat problem. Banger taps her boot impatiently on the steel gangway, her temper rising with her foot's tempo. When she speaks, her voice barks out like a Belfast crow.
8 shot?
Before I can do anything, the kid jumps in front of me.
Yes, that's me. Hello?
You're joking.
Madonna. This was the foolproof plan?
I never joke about murderous ordnance. No, ma'am.
You're 8 shot Randazzo. You're the one who tossed Nikki Grayson's place.
Yes. Yes, I sure did. Tossed it all up.
Nellie's joints are frozen in place, and Banger's mug has twisted into a mask of suspicion.
Did you know? And where is that again? You'll remember, of course, as you were there.
I like to think my judgment's pretty good. Better than most, anyway. But despite it, when Nellie shoots me a solicitous glance, I keep quiet and just nod silent encouragement.
Oh, that Nikki Grayson. Tisk, tisk. It's a trick question. Nikki never actually owned the place himself, did he?
I amaze myself with my ability to keep a straight face. Banger's less composed, squawking out an astonished cackle.
You've got me there. He never did pay it off, the poxy bastard. Fine then. Let's be about it.
Please, let me show you what these fine weapons are capable of.
Right. Be quick about it, or I'll skin you both with me pocket knife.
Well, you see, what's extraordinary about these particular you see, what's extraordinary about these particular firearms is, well, how much do you know about Aether dispersal? It's quite a basic demonstration of the Cherenkov effect, but unless you're familiar with the latest journals... Anyway, what's neat is...
The confusion on the Madrigal's faces shares a border with rage, and the map lines are quickly blurring. Nellie looks to me desperately for a lifeline. Look, Banger, it's Aether. It's powerful, it glows, you get it. What else do you need to know?
Ha! Didn't take you for a scientist, 8 shot. Just tell me this. The guns, do they kill people?
Well, yes, technically, but the industrial applications are...
Good.
Okay, so we've got a deal?
Hold your horses, you mule and prat. I won't be rushed.
The kid and I watch in horror as Banger grabs one of the Aether guns. She hefts it with a cocky flourish, drawing guffaws from her mates. I try to run interference. So you're sourcing shooters for Marm now, eh, Banger? How's the old Frau looking these days? I hear she's on a drip feed of pure schnapps.
What'd you say?
Couldn't help but notice your Dreamland colors. Does the General know White Street's got a mole problem?
Fear Banger's clever, this one. No, the big man's none the wiser. For now, that is. But when we rock up on his veranda with these beauties...
Banger spins around, aiming at a nearby crate and pulling the trigger. There's a pause, a weak puff of pink Aether exhaust, and nothing. The crate stands resolutely intact. The silence that follows is heavy enough to crush the lungs. We're cooked.
What's this now? You trying to pull one over on us?
The madrigals grip their iron tighter. Banger drops the Aether gun and hefts her steel cleaver. I've got half a second to make my move. It's now or never again. Every nerve in my body is screaming at me to move. But damn it, I made the kid a promise. I keep my stupid yap shut.
Please, Miss Banger. You're a rational person. Let's think about this.
No need. I believe I've made up me mind.
Wait, don't you realize what we're offering you? Sure, these might not be ideal as weapons, but with energy output like that, you could power half a city block.
She leans down and gingerly lifts the gun Banger dropped. We all watch with dumb astonishment as she jams a cable from the gun into the motor of a nearby crane and connects the leads with the touch of a metal tool, which sets the crane whirring in a sudden screeching burst of electrical power. Like an ape tossing a beach ball, the crane flings the crate it's carrying across the warehouse. The madrigals recoil as it smashes with terrific force against a metal bulkhead behind them, shattering into splinters. Nellie returns to Banger and tosses her the gun, which she catches only by automatic reflex. She doesn't speak. Nobody does.
With the cash you'll earn by selling these, you could buy enough guns to fill this entire warehouse. But I do hope you'll consider an alternate path.
Right. Well, fine then, I suppose.
Quick as silver, Banger's boys shuffle the crates away, and I find myself accepting a wad of cash from Banger like we're both in some kind of dream. The gang waves us off, and we start back to the car.
The deal went off without a hitch. You did wonderfully, Gia. And thank you.
Huh?
For trusting me.
Well, we all gotta start hustling somewhere. 8-shot.
Those things are effectively useless, so I don't feel too bad about it on the whole.
Right. Let's get out of here before Banger figures that out. Job's done. Let's get back to Tiana. Tiana is speaking into the mouthpiece of an ebony telephone, her voice softer than velvet and more furious than fire.
No, this is unacceptable. Our deal was for 20%.
She spots me and motions for me to make myself comfortable while she finishes up. I gladly oblige, sinking into the cushy leather of an armchair.
There's your mistake. You don't know me. Do not presume because I am polite and beautiful that I will hesitate to collect what is mine. Tell Victor I will visit him in 3 days.
She hangs up, breathing out hours of stress in a single sigh. She's instantly composed again. Hard day?
Oh, Mishichu. I didn't realize you cared. It's been harrowing. No one wants to work anymore. Fortunately, I have you.
Maybe if you kept your other pawns in the dark, they'd happily run off a cliff for you.
Have I upset you? You're sitting across from me now, are you not? You aren't a child. Do not whine like one.
These things are more than just pop guns. You could bring down an island with that kind of firepower. That doesn't bother you?
No, it does not. I know better than to visit the kitchen to see how the cow is butchered. I simply enjoy my steak.
Well, bully for you. Some of us still have a conscience, you know.
Ha! Come, come. Tell me how things went with the madrigals.
Smooth as silk. Even got a bit of help from the kid.
Really?
Yeah, she neutered the guns, but managed to convince Banger to buy them anyway.
Well, well. How remarkable.
I hand Tiana the wad of dough and wait patiently as she counts the bills. Satisfied, she places the cash in a cigar box and hands me a slip of paper.
Your payment, as promised.
What do you think this stuff is going to mean for the lowers?
Well, I do not have my great-grandmother's gift for sight, but my guess would be it will mean the same thing it usually means. People will die, and those like you and I will profit greatly.
And you're comfortable with that?
Of course.
Think it was a mistake to leave Banger alive?
My father used to say, your enemies cannot hunt you if they're dead. I'm not sure I believe that. What do you believe?
I slide my hand into my coat pocket to hide the sudden tremble at my fingertips. I don't know.
Giovanna, I've never known you to look over your shoulder. Byrne is an angry pup, and you brought her to heel. I wouldn't worry.
I get the feeling you're itching to tell me how you would have done things differently if you were me.
No need to be coy. If you're curious, I will tell you. The truth is, what's done is done. Everything else is smoke in the wind.
Gotta get going.
Always a pleasure. We're overdue for a proper chat. Come by later. I will make tea. And Giovanna?
I'm reaching for the door, its cold brass cooling my hand. I turn back for a moment.
Try not to let that conscience of yours bother you too much.
At that, I can't help but grin.
Miss Randazzo, before I forget, another package arrived for you.
Package? I didn't order anything.
Ain't my business. Just letting you know.
You said another?
Yes, ma'am. That's the 5th one in 2 days. Good thing you got that Heights girl to collect them for you. Here you are.
It's a big, mysterious wooden box. The kind you check for hidden wires or a whiff of gunpowder. What I find rocks my feet just as hard as any explosive. A shipping label addressed to 8-Shot Randazzo. Where's Nellie?
I haven't seen her since this morning.
Damn it. I gotta find the kid. Better start asking around. If anyone knows anything, it's Cress. press. You seen Nellie?
Yeah, I've seen her. Your client came in here asking for a place to stay. Brought rent and coffee. So, I gave her keys to the greenhouse. You're tense. Everything good, Gia?
No. I stalked the rows of dim glass panes and dead brown fields like a specter in search of a soul who wronged me. Maybe she has, but the voice that drifts through the cracked door is more delighted squeal than malevolent cackle. I all but storm her lair. It's hot. The blood to my head, the sweat in my gloves, the sticky air of a previously dark and gloomy greenhouse.
Now for the... Oh, Gia! I'm so glad you came. I'm not finished setting up yet, but I'm getting close.
What the hell is all this?
I'm setting up shop. By shop, of course, I mean research laboratory.
Nellie's chalkboard is crammed to the edges with physics equations and calculations and all sorts of mathematical junk I can't begin to parse. The scent of decades-old mulch is a kick to my senses. It's still not enough to make me forget why I'm here. The corner's a hill's worth of aged crates and rusted farm tools. It wouldn't be the first thing carelessly thrown around.
So, what do you think?
A package arrived for me. Or should I say, for you. If I had any doubts about who was using my name, they're stomped flat by the recognition barreling off Nellie's face. My face fights to stay calm.
Oh, wonderful! That's the Aether capacitor I was waiting for.
Nellie, why are you making orders under my name?
Oh, well, to stop the well, I need lab supplies. To get supplies, I need people willing to sell to me. I noticed how much weight your name carried in the lowers, so I borrowed it. To help grease the wheels, so to speak. Oh dear. I'm sorry. I probably should have asked. You're not angry, are you?
I slam the package on the table. The blast of sound rattles the windows, freezing the kid to the floor. Angry doesn't cover it. You can't go throwing the name 8-Shot around.
What? But other people call you that all the time. Like Banger. And Needles, too.
You got lucky. Banger would have cut you to shreds if I wasn't the go-between. And Needles? That prick knew me before I got the name. And if he was a bigger bastard, he could have gone for you to get to me.
I didn't... I'm so sorry. I truly am. I had no idea it would cause you so much trouble.
Molten protest scorches my throat. I want to snarl where this oblivious airhead can stick her apology. But the words sputter out, doused by a second of clarity. You don't know anything. A sudden weight presses down on my shoulders. I barely feel the splinters as I take a seat. It isn't until I wave my hat at the opposite crate that the kid sits too. The job went sideways. My job. Needles and I were moving cargo for a big shot. It should have been a career maker, but we messed up. We drew fire and I had to make a call that cost us the cargo. Knew there'd be consequences, just didn't know how bad they'd be. It was my screw-up, but Zio Alfonso insisted he come along to give our client, Valentine, the bad news. He told me not to say a word. Not about the shipment, not about Needles. Not that I was the one behind the wheel. I've run through that day 1,000,000 times in my head. I should have had a back door. A way out when things turned sour. If only. The room was cold. Valentine sat there like a judge waiting for his end-of-day docket. He was calm at first. He asked what went wrong, whose fault it all was. Zio stepped forward, ready to take the blame. He tried to explain it all away. He could talk his way out of anything. Then, he couldn't. I don't remember the last thing he said before I felt his chest go still. Dark silhouettes slither out from the black spots in my vision. I see him on the floor. I feel the cold. I hear his last, frightened breath rattle out of his throat.
Chia, are you okay?
No.
Clean that up before you go. I don't want him staining the floor.
John Valentine, the butcher of Southtown, Savior of the 7 uprisings, richer than kings. My big break. A man they said was untouchable. I decided to test that theory. I emptied my revolver into him, right there. I emptied every cylinder. All 7 shots hit their mark. But it wasn't enough. It was the 8th shot that turned me into the monster. My fingers twitch under a phantom recoil, kicking me back to the present. Instead of a skyscraper with 2 cooling bodies, I'm back in a dingy greenhouse with a wide-eyed girl.
What happened after that?
My fingers twitch again. I haven't missed a cigarette this much since my apartment flooded. I got out.
They just let you go? After you took out their employer?
Didn't realize their boss was dead yet. Probably thought he was the one holding the gun. And they were busy finishing up with someone else. I wasn't the only one who had to report in. Except while Zio and I got the big man, Needles had to answer to a knife. Neither of us walked out of there unscathed. Between the job gone wrong, Zio, Valentine's goons, and our falling out, Piotr had plenty of reason to be mad. I just hate that the reason he owed me his life was the same reason he resented me. Didn't end with Valentine. He wasn't a baron, but he was a man of the city in his own right. Enough people wanted him avenged.
And they're still after you? Is that why your name's so dangerous?
Not as much as there used to be, but I try not to invite trouble. I might have become 8-shot when I killed Valentine, but I hadn't cemented its meaning until I put enough bullets into everyone sent after me. I lost my rep, my name. That's what. In this line of work, all it takes is one bad job to wipe years of goodwill.
But that's not fair. He killed your uncle.
Think about it, Professor. If one of your colleagues snapped and killed the dean, you think anyone would care why?
I suppose not.
That's right. Because as far as anyone cares, I screwed up a job and killed my client. That's enough to scare off anyone. And while some respect the name, most don't. Sure, it might have some pull in this part of town, but it's not a badge of honor. It's a reminder of one of the darkest days in my life.
Oh, Gia. I'm so sorry.
She smiles and the sun comes out. The dark days of the past fade back where they belong.
And I'll register an official address and sign for my own packages from now on.
You better, Principessa.
Yes?
A lab, huh? This where you're going to fix the well?
Yes! Once I finish setting up, I'll need to reconstruct my notes. I've already written down the most important parts, but I'll need time to integrate the new data, and proper equipment to start prototyping, of course. At the very least, I'll need an etheric counter, paneling, coiling, and a complete toolkit. Fortunately, I've gotten a head start. Cress won't mind the mess, will she?
Just don't break any windows. I thought you lost your money with the briefcase. Where'd you get the cash for this place?
I earned it. I might not have your talent for smuggling, but no one in the hole knows Aethonics like me. Compared to solving Morrison's experiment, fixing a light or a wire is trivial. And sometimes I make shopping runs or watch pets.
And no one's given you any trouble?
Well, not everyone's friendly, but whenever things start turning ugly, I just say I know 8. I know you, and they leave me alone. You're pretty famous around here, you know.
Doubt this place is what you're used to.
It's nice, spacious, and it has excellent ventilation. For an old greenhouse, that is. Once I finish decluttering and decontaminating all the surfaces, I'm sure it'll start feeling homey. It's so exciting. I've never had a space to truly make my own. Come back soon.
That's the last of the jobs I had lined up. I should catch up with Tiana while I've got air.
Stravo. If you can't find someone to clear out the warehouse before they arrive, I expect you have the survival instinct to do it yourself. Prioritize guns, clean water, anything that can be moved quickly. Ah, stravo, Giovanna. Come. I'll open the wine.
Tiana used to trade her imported smokes for information mixed with good conversation. When I converted the cigarettes into a demon on my back, we swapped vices. I take my seat while Tiana produces a bottle with just the right number of zeros attached to it. She starts me off with a finger's worth. How much did you make up our last chat again?
Don't pout. You know the rules. You supply the conversation, I supply the wine.
Fine. What do you want to know this time?
Tell me, how is White Street?
You should already know. You've got people out there.
Oh, Giovanna. I do not hire them for their conversational skills. Paint me a picture of it all.
A thought occurs to me at the same time a grin escapes the corner of my mouth. You're blind. You really don't know.
I see more than you do, Machichu.
It's bleak, with the renewed war effort and red Aether and increased arrests. It's only going to get worse.
It does not take the sight to see that. Eli's become too proud to accept that he's past his prime. White Street will never again reach those heights they once did.
Even with those weapons you had me swipe?
If wars were decided by a few crates of guns, the lowers would be a far less profitable place. His red Aether provides opportunity, and many have watched Eli with a dark fascination.
Like you. Tiana's smile glints gold in the yellow light of her parlor. I wonder how many of those terrible weapons have suddenly appeared in one of her many warehouses across the lowers. She refills my glass, and we share a drink over chatter, though it's not long before I find a common thread woven within her questioning. I know I haven't traveled much lately, but I do know more than just White Street. What are you not telling me? Her manicured finger dances around the rim of her glass, while her silent eyes dangle my own question in the air in front of me like string on a cat's nose.
Ah, you are a good investment, Mishichu. And this information is old anyway.
How generous of you.
Not at all. You're lucky, you know, that you finished your business in White Street when you did. An order went out last night. All able-bodied citizens are to report for draft.
I feel a black glove yank my stomach into my throat. It started like this last time, too.
Those who do not report are to be considered disloyal.
Eli's starting another purge. I need to talk to Cress. You don't seem too cut up about the whole thing. A pained expression contorts her face. She puffs on her cigarette petulantly.
Don't be cruel.
And you knew, didn't you? Before the order even came out. You couldn't have given me a heads up? Even Cress? Or were you too busy?
Do not make me the villain, Giovanna. You were down there. If you didn't see what has been obvious for some time, that is on you.
You know more than you're letting on.
Yes.
Tiana, please. Cress has people down there. Her narrowed eyes soften.
I know the shooting has already started. I know White Street soldiers are going door to door in the civilian districts. I know that Eli intends this to be his final purge. If Cress has anyone left over there, now would be the time to get them out.
I think of the Raymond district and tell myself needles would have run before the first shot. If the Whitecaps are in the civilian districts, it won't be long before they delve into the Undercity.